there, I'm Joy. Welcome back to my channel, Oodles of Joy Designs, and today we're going to be talking about what is digital planning. So what digital planning is basically interactions on a portable digital file, a PDF. You're basically adding on to it. So you're layering words, texts, handwriting, photos, whatever you really want. But it is a interactive PDF file that you're using. Digital planning can be your calendar, your planner, your to-do list, your photo album, your book trackers, your music tracking, a recipe book, etc. Why should you digital plan? Well, for everyone it's personal, but for me, I like it for convenience. I feel that with a digital planner, there's less mess. If you're someone who is a little bit artistic and you like to make scrapbooks out of your planner, your calendar, adding in like ticket stubs, digital planning makes that so much easier. If you ever happen to change your planner or your dates, appointments, it's super simple to change it all. I do find digital planning to be more artistic, and I'm able to use a variety of mediums in a way on my digital planner. Another big reason for me why I use my digital planner is for the planet and the environment. I find it to be much less harmful. I like the idea of getting something and using it over and over again. I reuse my digital planner every year. I'm able to customize it in ways that fit me and fit the needs of my life at that moment. And that's something that I find you can't do with a paper planner. If you're buying a new one each year, if you continue to change your appointments and stuff, all the hassle and angst of a paper planner is just, it's not there with a digital planner. And that's something that I really appreciate and a huge reason why I love it so much. So I am definitely a convert. I discovered digital planning a couple years ago, and once I started and learned it, I've never gone back. I find it to be such a positive tool to be used in my life, and I continue to discover new ways to use digital planning every day. So what you need to digital plan is a tablet, a stylus, a note-taking app, and then a planner. I will say it can be a little pricey to start, but if this is something that you've been doing for a while, you buy a paper planner every year, you are a planner and you're just interested in finding a new way to plan, I think it is a worthwhile investment. And there are a few ways to make the upfront cost a little more achievable. A couple ways that I think you can make it more achievable for those upfront costs is when you're buying a tablet, maybe purchase it secondhand. That's always an option. You can choose a tablet model that's not the most current one. You can choose a tablet model that's from a few years back. If you're not choosing the most current one, it won't be the most expensive one. So usually that's a trick that's worked well for me and some friends I know. And another idea you could use is to not buy a name brand tablet. Same with the stylus. I have Apple, both products, just because that's my preference. But most tablets and styluses, as long as they're cohesive and you're able to find a note-taking app that works cohesively with the products that you chose or the technology that you chose, it really doesn't matter. So digital planning is an investment. So it's important to keep that in mind when you first start to get the items that you need. It's an investment, so you should be using these for a long time. That's kind of how I thought it when I first started. I knew that digital planning would be a big part of my life, and I wanted to have the best equipment possible. If you're not sure about digital planning, I would not be spending so much money when you first start, because you really don't know, if you like it. If you're not so much of a planner but think it could be a good idea, I would just start off slow. You can even digitally plan on your phone, as long as you have a smartphone. I know a couple phones nowadays have the stylus, so that's an option too. Anyway, so digital planning is an investment, but I do believe it's a worthwhile investment because it will last as the years go on. A couple reasons why I think it's so worthwhile is that digital planning is an evergreen option. Once you have a planner, you can continue to use it year after year. If you're planning every day, your planner is something that you'll always have access to, either on your phone or through your tablet. Again, if you're purchasing a planner, calendar, a paper planner, calendar every year, digital planning, I think, is a really good option for you. So now that we've talked about what you need, let's talk about how do you start. So for digital planning, I would suggest starting with these 3 things. First, make sure you have all the right items that you need. So a tablet, a stylus, a planner, and then a note-taking app. So you're gonna need those 4 things to digital plan. After that, choose a planner that you think works for you. Ideally, you should do a little soul searching and figure out what you want to use the digital planner for. There are a lot of different digital planners out there. I create some digital planners that I'll link below, but it's really boundless. There are so many digital planners out there that are available. You just have to do a little work with yourself and figure out what you want. The second step that I think is very important is choosing a digital planner and familiarizing yourself with the note-taking app. And the third step, I would say, is to be consistent and start slow. We're gonna get into a couple questions that I like to ask myself before I start or before I started digital planning. So the 2 questions I asked myself were what and why. The first question, what, is to help you identify what you want to get out of digital planning. Do you want to use it to train your dog? Do you want to use it to make vision boards? Do you want to do it to commemorate your month or your week or your day or your year? Do you want to collect recipes in your digital planner? Do you want to plan out your days? Do you want to plan out your week? Do you want to plan out your month? Is there a goal you want to plan out? Or is there a goal you want to achieve this year? Digital planning allows you to do all of that. That's what I really think is so amazing about it. You can plan upcoming travel adventures. You can track your habits and your goals, which allows you to be more accountable. Digital planning can really be anything. It's as boundless as your imagination. So if there's something you want to do with digital planning, you can probably do it. You just need to have a little bit of imagination and you need to know what it is you want to be getting out of digital planning. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you learned something new about digital planning, and if you didn't, that's fine too. If you like this video, feel free to leave a comment or a like. I will be sharing more about digital planning, and I would love it if you check out my next video. So, I'm going to link my last video here if you want to give that a watch. It's about how to download and upload a digital planner into GoodNotes 5. Wishing you oodles of joy. Bye!